Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Tiabu, and I am here for more treasure hunting. We've got a double-length episode, why, of Darwin's game, which dropped earlier today, and yeah, this is shaping up to be an interesting show, maybe, or it'll be a train wreck. Don't really know. It's a manga adaptation. It's a death game of some kind in the vein of something like Mirai Nikki. Also seems to have like a cell phone element, but that's standard for anything technologically related. Has a pretty stacked voice acting cast with Reina Ueda as the main girl and Yusuke Kobayashi as the main guy. It seems, and that's pretty good. It's also being directed by Yoshinobu Tokumoto, who directed Comic Girls, which I haven't seen but I've heard good things about, as well as having episode direction credits on a whole lot of things from a whole lot of different studios, and is all being produced by Studio Nexus, which brought us Granbelm a couple of seasons ago, which was pretty interesting until I lost interest in it, as well as, what else did they do? They did Rakudai Kishi no Cavalry, right? And Comic Girls, of course. And then Wakaba Girl. They've been on a run of like middling to pretty okay shows recently. This seems to be shaping up to be like a pretty darkish, pretty gory-ish, brutally type of death game thing. I don't know if it's gonna have any substance to it or if it's gonna look any good. Usually in this kind of a death game thing, I'm most interested in the psychological aspects, and so my hope going in would be that there are interesting psychological aspects and not just Guro shock factor, but we'll see. In any case, we got a double episode. We're gonna watch as much of it as we feel like watching, and then stop if we want to stop. So let's give this a shot. Let's see how we get involved in this Darwin's game, and whether the Darwinian evolution, survival of the fittest type of situation is just window dressing or actually has any kind of thematic or plot relevance. Sounds like window dressing. Sounds like wrapping paper to me. But we'll see. Like how do I put it? Faux depth there. How about that? We'll see. Let's watch episode one or episode one and two or whatever. I downloaded this from Horrible Subs, so it's the Horrible Subs version. It should be a direct rip from whatever's available on whatever streaming site this is available on. I don't know. It's probably Crunchyroll. Let's go ahead and dive on into the first episode and see what we see, find out what we find out, and see if there's anything to pique our interest in this first episode. I've got the episode up and ready to go. It's 0 seconds. There will be two versions of this reaction. You can find a picture-in-picture version with the video up there, linked in the description down there, and a timer-based version up on YouTube. If you want to sync up your own copy of the episode with the timer-based version, you're welcome to do so. Just get your copy ready, because the beep beep timer to count you down will be coming at you right now. And Funimation. Nope, glitchy noises. Easy City. Guy on a construction building. Okay. Birds don't sound like that, but okay. Okay. And we're running. And we're being chased. Are we being chased by what? Are you expendable or are you a main character? Mm-hmm. Real money? What is chasing you? Another user? Crap. What is after him? Is it Mickey Mouse? Ha. Did you just shoot a bunch of razor blades? That's pretty neat. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. Not a big fan so far of the sound design. Oh my god, it's a fucking Five Nights at Freddy's bear. Oh. Well, sayonara, buddy. You just got dubstep murdered. Oh my god. Oh my god, the cheese. Is this a joke? Is this intentionally ironic? Is this humor? I hope so. Cuz that was ridiculous. That was like Bars of Destruction blood spray. And then all right, so he's the guy who he called, who's the main character, probably. And does that pass on his responsibilities within the game to the guy? Oh, body outline art series. Damn, that is a UG every lead if I've ever seen one. Holy shit. Uh-huh. Nah, those are people who have glitched out of existence. Is there a weird white filter over everything? When was the manga released? Because these character designs are like... There is a weird white filter over everything. 2012. What the fuck? These are like early 2000s school characters. Alright. Does anybody else find the framing like really weird? Oh boy. Well. Oh, does he already know? Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, he already knows. Well. Oh, fuck. You're in it now. Oh, what? Nobody else saw that, right? Now you are in the dubstep world. Uh-oh. Game will begin in 1 hour. Okay. Well, somebody got murdered. Is this blonde girl? This is blonde girl. Nice to have you back, Akane. Oh. Oh boy, we've got ourselves a yandere. Welcome to your new life. This white filter is really off-putting. Barcode? Mapping his nerves? Yes, best friend guy, tell me. Dump some exposition, let's go. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a secret. Mm-hmm. Again, the framing. I can't tell if it's intentionally like everything's wrong or unintentionally everything's wrong. Did he pull a different pen? Okay. Okay, what? So when he did that, did he manifest a version of the pen? Like, does the game let you do whatever you imagine? He imagined the pen being there, reached for it, and grabbed it out of hammer space? Maybe. I mean, it's probably, people are probably watching you. Yeah. Maybe check your neck bite in a mirror or something. Yeah, it's just a normal game. There's nothing weird going on. Make a change to your avatar. Uh-oh. Banda? Oh, Jesus. That's the murder panda. With the 666. Yeah, you're about to get murder panda'd. Is there anybody else on this train right now? Uh-oh. And he's right there. Hello. Oh, Jesus. Is it actually his friend? In the suit? Why does it have a giant cooking knife? Why is it moving toward me creepily? Yeah. You need to move, kiddo. You need to move, kiddo. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. I do not like this. I mean, it makes perfect sense to choose electronica or dubstep for like a techno game, but it just doesn't work for me. Yeah. So tonight. Yeah, unless you get your shit together, but you will because you're the main character. It'll be fine. Oh. Oh, hey, buddy. Ah. So you pay in points or money for power-ups? Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Some of the action sequences are pretty well choreographed. Oh, no. Kyoda. You gonna do the mentor death thing? Man, you haven't even survived long enough to dump exposition. Come on, best friend guy. What do you think the over-under is on that being their blonde friend with the spiky hair? Oh, everybody gets unique powers? Everybody gets unique powers. And then we just determine which powers are the strongest? Oh, okay. Will the game provide? Oh, jeez. Oh, wrapped himself up. Mild Terminator vibes. The mask helps make him inhuman. Why not? Alright, that makes sense. Nope. So are you still in the same... You're in the same reality, though. It's not taking you to a game world. Yeah, but he can probably pay some stuff to help zone in on you. Fuck. Wait, but who's contacting you? Your connection with the outside world is severed. But who called you? Wait, yeah. Shuka? Is that the girl? Yeah. It wasn't. You're in a death game. That's her, yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Got the goalie yandere? Who will help you? Yeah. That's a selling point. Are we at the halfway point? No. Got a couple minutes first. Hmm. Fair enough. Bye! JoJo's Family Secret Technique! Major problem. Mm. It's a pretty useful power. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, death butterflies. Is he dead? Yeah, probably. Bing, bing, bing. He's inside the locker? Yeah. Smart. Now you're trapped. Oh, he's an old dude. I wasn't counting. Did he fire 5 shots or 6? Halon. Halon. Uh-oh. Oh, now it's a part of the... Okay. That's important. It's never fair. Oh. Is that girl? Nope. Randos. Is it gonna start moving? Or did we just get lucky as fuck? Oh, shit. Go and finish the job. Finish the job. Oh, time's up. Hey, you won. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, shit. So, you lose, you die. Yeah. You are getting removed from existence. Oh, Jesus. So it doesn't matter if you're actually killed within the game. You lose, you die. And will we ever get to see his face? Yeah, it's some fucked shit, dude. Oh, boy. Alright, it wasn't his friend. Cool. And that's where the glitchy things came from. Okay. He's already gone, isn't he? What is with these flashes? Oh, Jesus. Why is he gone too? Broke both knees in that fall. Some of the foley is ridiculous. Oh? How? You... What? What does that say? I don't know what that says. Oh. Shuka? No. Hmm. Now, can we follow you and see how a real player does it? No? Okay. Too bad. Unlock the gotcha function? Figure out what a sigil is and how to use it. He probably already knows. I'm pretty sure he already knows. Just look at him. Hmm. Well, will it just manifest? It just appears. You now own a gun in Japan. Something Darwin is on? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So we're going to try to unravel the secrets of who's making people death game fight each other. Yeah, that would be bad. Nah, you got to get your shit together. Meet with Shuka. You've got one lead. Meet with the hot blonde girl. He's snaky. Heavy censorship. His sigil manifests blades of some kind. Cool. Massive censorship. Unfortunate. They're hunting Shuka? I think she's a solo agent. Doesn't seem to be a friend person. Uh-huh, sure. Uh-huh. Uh, uh, uh. Is it? Hmm. Gonna try to meet with her? That's a good idea. Don't get fucking killed. Uh-huh. Okay, this is a better track. Nothing to it but to do it. You're gonna get jumped, though. Chains. Chains. To mirror the hair. Kawaii. Don't worry, she's fucking crazy. And how will you determine that? Hmm. You can't. Come on. Nah, you're stuck. You win or you die. Well. Nice spooky vocalizations. Play. Win. Survive. Mm. It's Darwin's game. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You might have to. Okay, he doesn't know. Well, shit. It's your super unique ability. It's your quirk. Yep. Oh. Sure. Okay. Something to do with the pen that he manifested? Can he just manifest things? Is his power imagination? Oh, that's fucking useful. He's a game breaker? Okay. Ruh-roh. Yandere mode. Engaged. No, she's gonna try to kill you right now. Sorry, bud. You're gonna have to. A gun, probably. Unfortunately, there's a gun in there. Right? He brought the gun, right? Oh, he didn't. Smart kid. Fair enough. Hmm. Like a knife? Ah, gotcha. I would kill you. You'd be dead right now. Flick yandere switch. A blinding flashlight. That's a start. Fair. She is going to be chasing you down real fast. Oh, jeez. Whoops. Indiana Jones that shit. Oh, boy. So her sigil has to do with control of these chain things. And she's going blind? Yeah, that's scary. That is scary. And hot. More scary than hot. I'm sure that the balance will shift eventually. Uh Better figure out how your sigil works. Uh-oh. It was. Shit. Yeah, she has complete control over those. Figure it out. She's like a BDSM Spider-Man. Ah. I feel like you have reality shaping powers. Mm. Mm. If only I had a... If only I had a... Bling! And suddenly... Where did that come from? Alright, so he has the power to magically manifest literally anything he can imagine. And it works, despite his probably not knowing how a gun would work. Cool, cool, cool. He doesn't actually need understanding of how the parts work. No, you just made one. Or it's copied directly from something that he's touched in the past. Could be either. You'd have to try to do something creative. Because is it replication or manifestation? Unknown. Oh, he's Shiro Emiya. Look, pipes. Perfect. Your weapon of choice. I'm really glad I turned the sound down. It's still rather jarring. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We do have some mind games going on. I like it. Manifest something else. Let's go. It's a little more than that, I think. Oh, think about one. Really wishing that you had a gun. It happened. A stun gun or knife? Stun gun. Nice use of a compact. Cool. Hmm. 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 Stun gun. Some cool cuts. Zippity zap. All right. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If you run out of points completely is when it eliminates you. So you can lose. Gotcha. As long as you don't lose all your points. Oh, and yandere mode engaged. Oh. I was waiting for the accidental group. That works. Uh-huh. Yeah, love engaged. Yes, you have. Is that the end? Nope, we've got 5 minutes left. Okay. Was this the creator? Hmm. Hmm. How does this character have all this footage? Mm-hmm. Ah. She's an information broker. That makes sense. She somehow tapped into the system? Like, how did she get that footage? Can she see through all of their eyes? Oh boy. Welcome to your new life. She's his slave now, right? Or thinks of herself as such? Oh my god. Yeah. Body. Mm. All right. This is the OP being used as an ED, right? Pretty sure. That's got to be the creator guy, right? Chain by Asuka. Yeah, that's the OP. Still got a minute and a half. Oh, is it just a credits roll? All right, I'll stop here. And then we'll skip to the end, see if there's a preview. Next time, Gemstone Mine. Cool. All right, this is a weird one. There are things here that I like. I found myself getting taken for a ride by just the general actiony style and pace of the thing. It's got a pretty good pace for like a death game style introduction. Characters are strongly clearly defined, at least by their archetypes, and the whole Banda Panda the Rookie Hunter sequence is a great way to get our main character into this and to show us a death game without our main character really understanding what's going on. Got some sort of Terminator vibes from being unable to see the face and being this sort of unstoppable threat that's coming at somebody who doesn't know what the hell is going on. And then a genuine horror in the whole getting evaporated by glitchiness situation that seems to be a thing. Pretty cool. Um, Usually in stories like this, I look for the mind gamey aspect, and that's actually been something that they've been able to play up quite a bit here, especially before he gets his power, using various things to try and hone in on where Banda is, get away from him, and then eventually we win by sheer luck. He gets hit by a car because he's invisible. So powers can have their downsides. We see this character who he's like, oh, should I contact this guy? And I what do you think the over under is on purple hair guy already being a part of the game? I'd say it's like super fucking high that he's gonna have to fight this guy somehow for some reason and be like, no, I don't wanna. And then we end up in the Yandere castle, and she's like, yeah, you can't ever get out. Also, if you have weapons, I'm gonna kill you. Oh, you have weapons? I'm gonna kill you. And then she does her damnedest to do exactly that. So the action scenes are pretty well choreographed and impactful. There's definitely solid tension building and an understanding of how to do tension, which makes me want to re-look at the director's background. Also directed episode direction on a bunch of things. The only thing that he's directed was Comic Girls. Right. Okay. But episode direction on Monogatari, episode direction on Lupin, episode direction and storyboard on Rakudai Kishino Cavalry, Strike the Blood, Uchu Kyodai, Wakawa Girl, whole bunch of stuff. Nothing that really screams action quality to me, but okay, cool. Whatever. Voice actors put in solid performances, as you would expect from just their names. Music. Yeah, who the fuck is doing the music? Kenichiro Suehiro. I do not... Music for Goblin Slayer. Yep. That tracks. I did like Grand Belm's OST, and he did the Enen no Shobutai OST as well. Huh. There were some tracks in this episode that were like pretty solid, and then a bunch of kind of garbage that I really didn't like. So there was a specific dubstep track that was playing during some of the Banda sequences that I found really off-putting. I also find the general visual style of the show really off-putting. There's this weird filter over everything, and it's so often like a strange gradient from the top of the screen of like pinks and oranges. It's not as like eye-blazingly awful as something like last season's whatever that cop show was. It was super bad. But it's using the same color palette, the sort of purplish and yellowish. I get the feeling it's trying to do like a High School of the Dead-y type of thing, but it doesn't know how. I'd like to know who on staff is doing the color work, but it's not listed yet. Let me see. ANN Darwin's game. Because there's something really familiar about the way that the color work is being done, and I don't like it. I do not like it. Darwin's game. Adaptation. Story and art by Flip Flops. It's not listed. Darwin's game TV adaptation. Color. Firearms design, Daichi Kitahara. Editing, Tsubone Kentaro. Color design, Junko Okazaki and Naoto Tanaka. Sket Dance, Ultimate Girls, color setting for 2 episodes of Moribito. Weird. And a bunch of other things that I haven't seen. Okay. Finish animation on Shirobako. Color check on 1 episode of Aria. Not seeing anything that's super familiar here. That I that would like click in my head and be like, oh, they also did color setting or color design on this thing, and that makes sense to me. The second person listed does have color check for Boogie Pop Phantom, which I thought was also pretty ugly. In any case, all I'm trying to say is I find the general aesthetic of the show pretty fucking ugly. I think it's going for a sense of like, this is the real world, but now your real world has been invaded by stuff. But the use of these weird gradients and just the tone of the outside settings and the kind of fuzzy blue outline or gradient or whatever that's being put on a lot of the characters in a lot of the scenes, I find really ugly. Like, I don't like the way this looks, and the subtle gradient across his face is weird. generally not a fan of the character designs. The main girl has the strongest character design in the show, which is probably a good thing. Like, yeah, if you're gonna have a sexy gothic Lolita yandere character who uses cool chains and does the murder, then she better look pretty fucking cute, and she does. And then she's got like sort of chainy aesthetic going on there, a bit of a saber inspired hair and face design. She's cute. She's fine. She can oscillate between super kawaii and full on yandere. But again, these weird patches of like underlighting and gradient, while they might be the way that the light would fall in a scene like this, they look fucking weird, and I don't like it. But her design is strong. It probably looks better in black and white. Um, Darwin's game, girl. Images. Oh, she looks so much better in black and white. Holy shit. Actually, the mangaka's art is really nice. The use of tone is really nice too. Oh yeah. Yeah. Looks much better in black and white. And even in the colored covers and stuff. A lot more going on there. Cool. Well, I think that if you're into this kind of action and this sort of a death game on the edge, adrenaline filled chasey thing, this is probably going to be a show that'll deliver. It's got some good design. It's got some fun fight scenes and some fun mind games going into those fight scenes. Having this like solo from our protagonist perspective introduced to this whole new underground world of murder, death, kill is pretty fun. Definitely has elements that make me think Fate. He's got his own super special power, of course, because everybody has their own super special power, and that creates a power system for the world. Seems like the powers are being granted by Darwin's game. That's what we said. It's an evolution granted to you that probably takes into account something of your persona. So why chains for her? I don't know. We'll probably find out. There's probably a reason for it. She seems like the kind of character who was probably I don't know, had a bad childhood. Usual yandere stuff, but unknown. And you never know who on the street might actually be a part of the game, so never going to trust any other characters, constantly going to be fighting for your life. It's going to be an adrenaline fueled ride of awesomeness. Is it awesome enough? I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to overcome a like an immediate dislike for the aesthetic of a show. And I immediately dislike the aesthetic of the show. There are some things here that I really do like. I really like the butterflies. I really like the aesthetic of the glitching out, getting evaporated, because it's just nice and horrifying. Don't love most of the music, though some of it was okay, some of it was not so much. We'd have to see ongoing where they use different tracks. I do like some of the more villainous characters designs, like this guy with the whole almost Yuan Ti aesthetic. He just looks like a snake guy, and his whole idea of having like a jar full of severed fingers that he is brewing into something and then lets his underlings take sips from it to gain power or something. That's nice and nice and fucked up. It seems like the author has a bit of a power of imagination for really fucked up scenarios, and that's all you can really ask for when you're trying to create a game and system of reality that's probably meant to shed light on the darker sides of society and have some social commentary going on here. I mean, it's pretty easy to draw a thematic thread between the dog eat dog fight for your life Darwin's game and the whole just the idea of Japanese work culture. It's a pretty easy tie to draw, and then characters using this sort of a battle royale as a means of either obtaining their like animalistic sides, their need for blood, or just as an escape from the boringness of everyday life. Probably going to see characters with all sorts of different opinions on the whole situation, and then others where this is just their job, like she's an information broker clearly and is clearly pretty into it. So that's interesting. We also see this character at the very beginning scene. Very, very first scene. Yeah, this one. So he's symbolically letting this thing out upon the world, dropping feathers and butterflies and making the thing happen, I guess. The whole episode is rather well put together. Like, it's well paced. The aesthetic, while I don't like it, is consistent. Um and the whole thing is pretty fun. Pretty fun in a dark, fucked up, bloody, gory way. Not a huge fan of censorship when it appears, but Shogunai, what can you do about that? And the idea of like just a power that can manifest anything is maybe a little bit overplayed, but I don't have anything necessarily wrong with it. It's a great power if you want to have a creative protagonist who comes up with creative ways of solving problems, which he clearly will be. Well, I think that the editing, the pacing, and the flow of scenes is really good. The framing of the scenes themselves is kind of whack. I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but so many of these scenes, especially when we're just framing protagonist face and other characters' faces, they seem to be just framed really flatly and blandly. I think the director kind of shines in the action sequences more than anything, and the horror action sequences, which is why I was surprised to find that the director himself doesn't have much experience on what I would think of as like, this is a heavily action focused show. It's just interesting. It's just interesting. Maybe getting to stretch his legs a little bit on something a little bit more actiony. It's kind of cool. It's I don't know, it's a weird mix of things that I really like and things that I really don't like. And I think the question is, as a viewer, do you like the things that you like more than you dislike the things that you don't like? Right? That's one of the questions. The other question, the one that I've actually I wrote it out and taped it to the top of my computer screen, is a question that I pulled from an animation critic who goes by the name, or the pen name, Dr. Toon. And the question that he urged all of his readers to ask whenever they see a new piece of animation was, what was the goal of this piece and how well was it done? I think the goal of this piece was to introduce us to a bloody, gory, adrenaline-fueled death game, and to give us an idea of who the characters are that are going to be existing in it, and to establish just like the rules of the game, and that there are consequences. I think it did a really good job of all of that. The other concerns that I have with, like, I personally don't vibe with the aesthetic of this show super well. That's a me personally thing, and it's probably not going to stop anybody who's interested in the story from watching the story. So, all in all, this is a pretty cool adaptation. I might go and read the first couple chapters of the manga just to get an idea of whether I prefer it in that format. I do get the feeling that I might personally prefer it in that format. There's also some really great key animation, especially around her and her movement through space via the chains. Yeah, there's some cool stuff going on here that looks really cool. I'll keep an eye out on Sakagaburu for cuts that show up there and try and figure out who is actually doing the key animation. I'm sure there are already some up there right now, but I don't want to spend more time in this discussion going and finding them. All in all, it's pretty perfectly competent. My minor gripes with like color setting and some of the music are again personal concerns. Altogether, for a dark and suspenseful-ish, action-y, adrenaline thriller ride thing of a death game, this is a pretty good start. Yeah. It might fall apart completely later on, especially if it tries to get too pseudo-deep. But hey, some people eat that shit like popcorn, and I've been that person when I was like 15, so whatever. It's a pretty fun show so far. I'd probably be willing to watch one more episode, and then I'd probably drop it. Because there's just not enough to chew on here. All right. I think that'll be a wrap. I've been Tiabu. This has been Darwin's Game, Episode 1, the double-length episode. I really hope that more shows don't drop double-length episodes, because, but we'll see. Anyway, this was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it too, and maybe I'll catch you next week for Episode 2. We'll see. Anyway, peace.